we are back for one more shot at this Manufacturer's Cup, just for fun, because I felt like there was a lot of potential that we left on the table in the last one. So for those of you who are re-watching this, you can skip forward to the race. For those of you watching live, thanks for joining in. Let's try and make this a better one compared to the first go that we had. A slight mistake of I couldn't quite understand the track limits on the chicane, which cost me, and then I didn't follow my own rules, which was only to overtake in the chicane. I overtook into turn 1, and that's when my race unraveled. So I started 18th, but I was up to 8th, I think. So things could have gone much better if I didn't bottle that. Because, yeah, I think the other thing that I did wrong was I should have stopped a lap earlier, given that I was in the melee. So I went for the perfect strategy, which is to stop on lap 6. But when I came out, I was stuck behind a Porsche, and then a faster Lamborghini, which did the undercut, caught up to us. And that's resulted in my second penalty at the chicane. So my mistake. As always, seeking to improve. One day I want to be amongst the aliens, but in order to do that I need to be more consistent in this game. I need to drive more like I do in real life, which for some reason I can't quite put together. So anyway, 6 minutes to go. We're going to try and do it. You see there, I did it again. I don't understand the chicane track limits. Just drive around them. I'm just going to drive around the frickin' chicane today. But that's hilarious that I just got a penalty there after my main focus to be avoiding that thing. Anyway, thanks to those of you who watched the first stream. I'm going to leave both up. I'm just going to make some thumbnails later. And I wasn't meant to do this race. I was meant to just do the Nations Cup and pack it all in, but I do enjoy these FIA races so much, and I do genuinely learn a lot from them for my real racing. That the more I do them, the better I get. I may not be in alien spec, but it does give me a lot of fun. And in real life there's a lot of transferable lessons, like, you know, this evening with this race, where I said I'm only going to overtake into the hairpin, and then I ended up overtaking into turn 1. That was a major mistake that in real life I would have paid the price in a much bigger way. And I do set myself those kinds of rules in real life, by the way, especially in the longer races like Blancpain Endurance. Just choose one corner and be more patient. But at least the Nations Cup went much better. I won that race. Sorry for the spoiler if you haven't watched it. With a move I'm particularly proud of, 3 wide into turn 1 around the outside, clean as well, no bumping. So I was pretty stoked with that one. That was pretty decent. So the aim in this next FIA race is to at least qualify a little bit better. I don't know how the other guys are doing 37s around here, but anyway, Tsusu managed a 37, I think 1 or 37.2 in this car. So unless it's got like a special turbo button that I've misplaced on my car, I don't suspect I'm going to get anywhere close to that. Tijni is also up there. Tej, if you ever watch this, please tell me what happened in the live GT race. I'd be super interested to know. I do find it interesting how some drivers are so able to win with such ease online, and then at the live races do struggle a little bit more than others. You know, my mate TRL Lightning shockingly has not won a couple of events at them lately, but he's definitely probably the fastest Gran Turismo driver there is at the moment. But for some reason, when it gets to the live events, there's always something that gets in his way. And this time he made a small mistake himself, but it just shows like the difference between the online play and real life. And you know, nerves plays a big role. I've done live events, but South African ones many years ago. I did 3 24-hour Le Mans events, and I did a sort of like a national championship thing before the GT Academy existed. And I was so nervous. In the qualifiers it was easy. You had to do a lap at one of the tracks in Gran Turismo 4, I think, and I comfortably did the best lap, and it was at a shopping center or something. But then at the finals, turn that corner, bro. At the finals, I only made it to the semis. I outbroke myself. I outbroke myself at one of the American tracks. Shit. They race Indy cars there, Sonoma, and yeah, didn't make it to the finals. I remember that. Burns quite a bit. So yeah, I perform sometimes better in the virtual world than in real life when it comes to gaming. But then again, you know, my brother and I, with a friend, we won the 24 hours of Le Mans. That event, which had free tickets to the Brazilian Grand Prix. We went to go watch that. It was the first and last Grand Prix I've seen. And there was no nerves there, so I suppose it doesn't depend on what's at stake. How was that? Got on the power earlier, so the run is actually better. Jeez, already 49 viewers. Guys, when I started this channel, I was really happy if I had 6 viewers. 6. So, I know I don't have the thousands of, say, Super GT, but I'm literally every single viewer that tunes in, I'm amazed, and I appreciate it. I wish we had a party trick to live stream the Blancpain races from my channel with some commentary, but that ain't possible. Okay, in order to qualify better. Oh, third gear, ladies and gentlemen, third bloody gear. Okay, so 38.3 is the potential. I had some connection issues starting the stream, guys, so if it drops, I do apologize. I have to wake up. It's 8 o'clock here. Sorry, it's 10 o'clock here. I have to wake up at 5. No, sorry, I have to wake up at 4:30 a.m. to catch a flight to Milano, because I am lucky enough to be testing at Monza on Monday, and can't wait. Just quickly reading the comments. Second stream spoiled tonight. Yes. The only reason we have a second stream is because I messed up that freaking previous race. I was meant to do this for fun, but I just felt like there's more in it that I can bring to the table at this track. So let's see what the points are. I don't think it's high. 2,000. Okay. Racing softs. Okay. So we're going to get 3 shots at this qualifying. Let's try and make the most of it. You guys are super kind about the subscribers. Thank you. It just takes time to build up subscribers, and big thanks also to Super GT. Whenever he mentions me, I seem to get a lot of new guys to the channel. So for those of you who discovered me through Super GT, thank you so much. Super stoked to have you guys around. Thank you for subscribing. Anton is asking, how does GT Sport Ferrari 458 GT3 compare to the real deal? Not even close. Unfortunately, not even close. In the game, if you just touch a curb, you're spinning out. Also, like when you gear down, the rear is way too lively. It's too snappy in the game, and in real life it's quite solid, and you could throw it around, and it's an absolute phenomenal beast to drive in real life. Like, such a nice car. I'm actually going to drive one on Tuesday in Paul Ricard. So on Monday I'm in Monza, Tuesday Paul Ricard, and then from Wednesday to Sunday I'm in Mugello. 3 tracks in 1 week. I've never done that in my life. I'm so damn excited for this week. Freddie talking about TRL. Yeah, he hit the wall. Sorry, speaking about lightning. He hit the wall at Autopolis. Strange, because he looks so calm when he plays online. He's a mate of mine. I don't want to speak badly of him, but it was just, a regretful mistake. I'm sure he's going to make up for that at the World Finals. Paul Connolly, thank you so much. Thanks for joining, guys. What else we got here? Okay, so qualifying. Let's try to do a 38-ish time. I wish I had the ability of some of the other boys to bang in the easy 30, low 38s, but I haven't spent enough time in this game recently. And I know from experience, the more time you spend in this game, the quicker you are. Without question. I can show you the progress. When I was doing 3 hours a day towards the end of last year, because it was off season, I was starting to get into the top 10 leaderboards quite easily. And I've spent about a month away, and I haven't been able to play as much every day, maybe an hour, maximum an hour a day. And I'm struggling to get into the top 50. So it just, there is certainly not a secret, but there's a way to drive around this place. I mean, in this game. And if you don't practice, you won't be with the guys who do practice. So it's better to go through here in third and just clip, but don't ride the sausage curbs. It took me a long time to figure that out. I had no idea that the penalty system was so harsh. So let's just dump some fuel on this lap, but still put in a good effort. I would also like to see Key 25 at a world final. That would make me stoked. So that was nice. Slipstreams in all parts of the track in a slow car. So this could be a good lap. This could be probably my best lap. 38.9. That's because of the slipstreams. But I sacrificed a little bit in the corners just so I could make sure that I was in the slipstream onto the hairpin. Don't interrupt his lap, David. Let him go. And that seemed to help. So I just need a box again. But I'm going to be on my own. Oh! Oh, okay. Guys are getting aggro. Okay, okay. Easy now. Easy now. Jeez, I didn't expect that guy to T-bone me like that. I was not paying attention. And I got whacked with sportsmanship ranking. Evil. Unkind and evil. Okay, so going in third gear into the chicane on new tires is the way. That is the way. Don't expect to be on pole for this race, but 38 will put me into the top 10. Oh my god, that was close to the line. Now that I know where to drive through that chicane, it becomes easy. Can't believe how bad a job I did in the last race. Okay, so no slipstream this time. But first sector was 1/10 better, although I could have driven it better for sure. I think all pit lanes should be halfway down the track. Makes it so much easier. Put all pit lanes in sector 2, please, just for Gran Turismo qualifying. Or change the format. Something. I don't know any of these drivers, to be honest. I don't know what the quality of the field is like, but I would have liked it for it to have been 2,500-ish points. The thing is, I don't have the driver ranking to be put in groups like that, because I haven't had the time to boost my driver ranking recently since changing to my South African account. Screw it. Boxing. New rubber. Let's go. Maybe I'll get some slipstreamy traffic. But no one seems to be closing just yet. Did I bump this guy? I don't think I did. What sort of traffic we got here? Quite a bit, so... Oh, look at these slipstreams behind us. I suspect my pole is under threat, given all the slipstream going on. Yeah, 2/10 there. Okay, here we go. This is my final lap. Oh, this guy in front of me is just too far to catch a nice little tug down the straight. It's all good. We're gonna lose 2/10 down the straight here, but I should be able to go faster in the last sector, which is the chicane of death. It's not really the chicane of death. If you don't use those thingies, then it's not the chicane of death. Oof, too close. Turned in a little bit too early. No. Oh, penalty. It's okay. 3, 2, 1. Oh. 38.9, 39.1, 39.0. So I haven't quite cracked this racetrack yet. I turned in too early at the that long right-hander at the end of the sector, at the beginning of sector 3. Okay. Still on pole. It's a miracle. Okay, cool. I'll take it. I'll take it. Smog, thank you so much. He really likes my content. Appreciate it, man. Oscar's asking if I'm going to be doing any vlogging. I may do, because I have to drive from Monza to Paul Ricard, and then I have to drive from Paul Ricard to Mugello. That reminds me, I need to pack my GoPro. So I may do something, but it's not going to be my primary focus, because it takes up a lot of mental space, and I want to be super focused on my Mugello race. Jason, good luck in Afghanistan, mate. Loving the stream, thank you. GD Sport really needs Spa and Laguna Seca. Laguna Seca, yes. Spa, no. I think they'll do. It will be too easy in all the cars to drive around Spa. Race simulators, in my opinion, don't do a good job of just representing how absolutely terrifying Spa is. So. Sheriff, thank you so much. Yes, I saw the livery, mate. That isn't the car that I raced. Hang on one second. It's the livery you did is the livery of our teammates, Pierre Eret. Thank you so much, though. Really epic effort. And I am going to save it, and I'm going to use it sometimes for sure. So I really appreciate it. I'm rocking today Porsche Cayman in Rinaldi Racing livery. It's got a matte and gloss greens. So yeah. Anyway, Sheriff, thank you so much for taking the time to do that. Really appreciate it. When did I start racing in real life? I raced karts when I was 15 till 22, and then I stopped for 8 years, and then went to GT racing when I was 30. I cold called racing teams, having saved up money for 8 years, and I could afford to do one race in the Italian GT, and then with that money, with that race, I managed to impress enough people that they offered me a contract for the following season when I was 30. I'm now 34, so I've been doing GT racing since 2015 till now, so that's 4 years. I had to pay for it myself in the first the first 3 years. So yeah, last year I raced for free. This year I race professionally. But the first 3 years I had to find a lot of money, hundreds of thousands of euros. Was not easy to come by. So I sold everything, sold my car, moved to England. Yeah, not easy. But in the end it worked out. In the end. But there were some moments of despair, I can tell you now. Thank you, Shoal. Thank you, Sheriff. Thank you, RS Triple L. Yeah, so during the 8-year period, to those of you who don't know, when I wasn't racing karts and I was focusing on the business I founded with my brother, I was using Gran Turismo a lot to stay sharp. And the first time I got into a GT car in real life was in Imola in a Lamborghini Super Trofeo. And I felt at home thank you to the simulator. So those years in the simulator really helped. I did really well in GT Academy in 2010. In the sort of pre-qualifying, the online qualifying section with the Nissans at Indianapolis, I think I finished 4th in the world, 4th or 5th, 1/10 off the winner. And I think there was 1 million entrants in that time, but because I was from South Africa, I obviously didn't get an invite. But yeah, so that performance in GT Academy gave me the belief that if I saved up enough money, I could give real GT racing a shot. Because if I was, in the top 100 of 1 million entrants, I'm sure I could be in the top runners in a real life GT car, surely. And then when I was 29, I was watching Le Mans, and I figured, hey, why not just give it a shot? Let me try get to Le Mans, which is still my dream. It's my ultimate goal. My ultimate goal is to get to Le Mans. Okay, here we go. Slipstream Fest. So this is going to be a race of not dying. Just turning up the volume here, and then I'm going to go quiet. So just so you guys know, the key to breaking the slipstream is the 1 second barrier. So they are not outside of a second, therefore they have my slipstream now. But I'm already talking too much. I really need to concentrate. There's more people watching this stream than the first stream. Holy! Hello everyone. I'm trying to make up for my mistakes in this race previously, which I wasn't meant to do. We're in a fairly decent lobby. So let's see if we can not make any big mistakes here. This is the key. Is to avoid that dreaded chicane and hope that the others don't avoid that dreaded chicane. Just gotta stay as consistent and as clean as possible, David. Then it's 2 wins tonight on the FIA. I won in the Nations Cup. Wasn't meant to do manufacturers. It showed, because I really did a bad job earlier. But let's try not do a bad job here. Let's try and clean this up. More rear bias. Just be patient through there. Third gear. I can either gain half a or 2.5 tenths by bombing in there, or I can survive the penalties. So you can lose 2.5 seconds easy. I need to change down to third later there. It's kicking out the rear just at the wrong moment. Getting a little bit of understeer through there. I could box now, but there's a lot of traffic. Don't want to come out in the traffic. So we'll box ideal lap. In lap 6. So either it's because I had too much brake bias now to the rear, or I was changing to third too early into turn 1. But I definitely lost the rear going into the hairpin now. So that tells me that -3 or +3 is too optimistic. So let's try neutral for this lap and just see how it feels, because I started this whole session with 5 on the rear. Oh. Yeah, it's so much better if you're just patient through there. Okay. 150 people are watching the stream now. You guys are crazy. Tune into like Lightning or something, there's so much more value. Oh, you can learn much more from his speed. Whoa, 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 whoa! Small Monaco scrub style. So I'm just cooking that corner just a little bit too much, going a little bit too hard. Here it's good, got understeer to the exit, so lifting at the apex to get a bit more rotation. I love to talk about rotation. Now we've got to not bottle the pit entry. But you can really bomb it in there if you get it right. Okay. So luckily the guys behind us are racing each other. Cycling judo is on a unknown strategy. So let's see, maybe we need to catch him. I do think going to the neutral braking helped. So we're going to stay on that. So let's go back to our lap timer in a second. Just got to get through these. There we go. Kind of hoping that cycling judo needs to box, because damn. He almost hit the wall there. So he lost a lot of time there. Whoa, David. Take it easy, brother. Just take it easy. Can win this thing, provided this guy has some intention of stopping. Try to get that slipstream. Come on, give us a little sucking power. Yeah, he's struggling. Someone mentioned that he's streaming. Fellow streamer, sorry to see your struggles here, bro. Please don't cut me off here. Maybe he can survive the onslaught. Oh no, he boxed. So I think he cost himself a little bit of track position there, and cost us an ideal outlap. So GTR Taiki, he made up a second on us on that one, which is a shame, because it just takes away a little bit of cushion, you know. And anyone who's anyone, you want to win by as far as possible, I suppose. I need to get the timing of that corner rights. I'm a big believer in timing, by the way. That is like the point that you turn into a corner, depending on the weight transfer and the weight positioning of the car. That is, without question, to me, the most important aspect of understanding how to drive fast, is trying to have a feel for when the weight transition is at the right point, where turning in and getting on the power will yield the best results. So there, I released the brakes too soon. The weight transfer was not yet on the front tires for long enough, and I understeered out the corner. Here, when I lift the throttle, a little bit of weight transfer off the rear gets the nose to dive a little bit, and I have more steering, so I don't understeer into the wall. The guys who are really good at this game, Lightning, Tutu, Tijni, Key, they have a really good sense of timing for the weight transfers, and that's how they're able to get these cars to sort of glide around corners better than most of us, because they have just the physics of this game is more in tune to their sense of timing. So you may find that they are quick in iRacing or Assetto Corsa, but not dominating like they do here. It's because the physics aren't as in tune with their sense of timing, natural ability, than in Gran Turismo Sport. And it's the same if you took the top iRacer and you put him here, he may not necessarily dominate because of the sense of timing. And it's just different. It's why a rally driver is good at rallying and not at, say, IndyCar, you know, and why an IndyCar driver is not good at Formula 1. You know, the reason we're getting these specialists is we're spending more and more time in these cars, and you know, in each series, and they're just getting better and more in tune with the sense of timing that is required to get the cars around a track quickly. And it's all subconscious, by the way. What we're doing here is juggling. All of us, when we drive these cars, we are juggling, just making sure that everything is done at the right moment, braking at the right moment, turning at the right moment. Whoa! So that apex to exit, that was pretty good timing. But the entry was a little bit soft, so I had to brake twice there, which is not good. In real life, if the engineer sees that you're braking twice, oh, he'll give you a hard time. Damn, he will kill you. Because that means you're inefficient. It means you brake too early. You brake, you're like, oh, damn, brake too early. Need to release the brakes and let me brake again. It's not good. So when you brake, you must brake once and that's it. Make sure it's at the right moment, not a second too late. Or too early, otherwise you're going to have to brake again. If you brake too early, you have to come off the brakes, get back on, it's messy. The weight transfer, the car starts to move around a lot. All things that you want to avoid. You want a flat car. The car must be moving at one with you. Smooth transitions between corners. Link the corners together. Wait for the car to move to the right point before you turn in to the next corner, and it's all within milliseconds, you know. And that transition, that's just practice. It's why when I played GT Academy and noticed and learned about weight transfers at the Indianapolis track with the Nissans 350Z, I was like, hey, isn't this the same thing that happens in real life? You know, you got the nose is dipping, it's coming up, you got to wait for all that stuff before you turn in, blah blah blah. And it turns out that it's true. It's why some races end up being quite quick in real life. The only thing that you have to get over is the fear factor, and there's a lot of politics, and you have to be much fitter in real life. Like now, I train twice a day, 2 hours a day. I mean, I definitely wasn't doing that when I was working. Maybe I go to the gym like once a week if I was lucky. But besides the physical aspect and the fear factor, which we can all get over, by the way, I mean, the first time I drove a real racing car, I was so scared. I did an outlap and I boxed immediately because I was so scared. But I got over that. So, you know, sim drivers, all of us can conquer the fear elements, and then start using what we've learned in sim racing to drive a car, and at least it gives ourselves a good baseline to be quick in real life. I mean, if there's one thing that is different, it's that in Gran Turismo, the more speed you carry through a corner, the faster you are. Much like karting. Karting is all about corner speed. But if you, in a GT car, it's more about stopping the car and getting it turned at the apex and running these like sort of deep V corners, shortening the corner as much as you can so you can get on the power as early as you can. So that took a while to learn. That was like the last half a second that I had to learn, and it's a big change in technique. But now I've got it pretty close to where it should be. Whereas in Gran Turismo, the more speed you carry through the corner, the faster you are. But that's not a train smash. That's working on the details, and practice in the real car really helps. Oh my god. Okay. Yes, man. I said I could do this race justice, and it seems like I have, which makes me stoked. Super stoked. Look at that. 40.2, 40.4, 40.1. Super consistent. And there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching. Just quickly reading the comments. I mean, wow. 194 viewers according to the on-air indicator. That is utterly insane. Hey, by the way, you guys are welcome to add me as a friend on GT Sport. David_Peril. Also, please visit my website. Gazzaman is asking what rank I am. In the real life, I'm silver. I'm a silver rank driver. Francois is asking what it feels like to go through Eau Rouge at night. It's the best feeling in the world without question. It is so unbelievable. It is worth every ounce of pain that I had to endure to get to that level. The steering is heavy on the compression, then suddenly gets very light at the top. You pop over the top, and it feels like a roller coaster. Then you go into the darkness because there's no lights up Kemmel Straight. It's just an amazing, amazing feeling. How heavy is the steering? In real life, it's very, very, very light. So all the sim racers are like, yeah, I love heavy steering. It's like, well, it's not like that in real life. It doesn't work like that. Thanks again to all those who come through Super GT. Thank you for the congrats. Thank you for watching the race. I have to hit the bed, guys, because I got to wake up in like just a few hours. But thanks again for watching, and I will be back online in about 10 days time. Until then, good luck with next week's GT Sport races, and I will catch you in the next one. Cheers.